A young girl wakes up from her sleep, but something feels terribly wrong. She looks at herself, only to realize her body has shrunk, as small as a mouse. Before she can even process what's happening, a dog rushes toward her, barking fiercely. Her tiny heart pounds in fear. Just when it seems like she's about to be caught, the dog's owner appears and pulls the animal away. She's safe, at least for now. Meanwhile, at her home, panic spreads. Her best friend, Minami, is shocked when his mother tells him that Shiomi, the little girl, has gone missing. Fear takes over Minami's heart. He runs out, desperately searching for her. That's when he sees her umbrella stuck on a tree. He follows the trail to the place where they used to play as kids. There, he finds her clothes scattered on the ground. He calls out her name, but no reply. Then suddenly, he hears a faint voice. Minami. He looks closely, and there she is. Tiny, fragile, almost unreal. For a moment, he thinks he's dreaming. To make sure, he pinches his own cheek. The pain tells him this is real. Right then, Shiomi faints. Her miniature body collapses onto his palm. Without wasting a second, Minami carries her to his home. Back at Shiomi's house, her family is panicking, imagining the worst. But Shiomi, in her condition, doesn't want to return home. So Minami decides to keep her with him. On the way, he encounters a police officer. His hands tremble as he hides Shiomi inside his pocket. Luckily, the officer doesn't notice and lets him go. But soon, Shiomi feels thirsty. Minami gently pours water into a bottle cap, letting her drink from it. The sight is heartbreaking, yet strangely endearing. She pleads with him, "Please, let me stay with you, just for now." After a moment of hesitation, Minami agrees. Then, another problem. Shiomi, embarrassed, can't say it out loud, but Minami understands. She needs to use the restroom. He searches frantically for the right place in his room. Finally, he points to a flower pot near the window. It's awkward, but for now, it works. Minami is known as a good student, but when Shiomi looks around his room, it's a mess. Among the clutter, she spots a kendama, one she knows Minami has been skilled at since childhood. On his desk, a picture of a cake catches her tiny eyes. She tries to reach for it, hungry, but then, footsteps. Minami's grandmother is coming upstairs. Panicked, Shiomi hides behind the flower pot. The grandmother walks in, notices the cake, and eats it without a thought. As she leaves, she shuts the window tight. The cold air outside bites at Shiomi's little body. Shivering, she waits for Minami's return. Moments later, Minami rushes back. He searches frantically until he hears her faint call. Finally, he finds her and pulls her out from her hiding spot. Shiomi whispers that her parents and neighbors are heading to the place where she first shrank, and they will find her clothes there. Minami wastes no time. He dashes to the spot and hurriedly collects the clothes into a bag. But on his way back, he once again encounters the same police officer. This time, Minami pretends to have a stomachache, but the officer grows suspicious. Minami barely manages to escape the situation. At home, he tells Shiomi to call her parents to ease their worries, but she hesitates. She can't bring herself to do it. Meanwhile, her friends, searching for her, arrive at the spot where she disappeared. There, they find a small soy sauce bottle she had used. Back at Minami's place, Shiomi's stomach growls. He offers her food and even shows off his tricks to lighten the mood. But elsewhere, her parents see that same soy sauce bottle, and dark thoughts creep into their minds. Minami, his parents, and the neighbors gather as the police claim, "Someone among you is suspicious." The officer points at Minami. Fear grips him, but then, the officer changes direction and accuses Shiomi's friend, the one who had a crush on her. Her parents unleash their anger on the boy. Tension fills the air. Then suddenly, the telephone rings. Everyone freezes. On the line, it's Shiomi's voice. She says softly, "I'm fine. Please, don't worry about me." She lies, telling them she's in Tokyo. Her parents beg her to come home, but before they can say more, she hangs up. Relief washes over the neighbors as they return to their homes. The police officer smirks, saying, "I told you she's fine." Later, at Minami's house, Shiomi bathes in a small bowl. Her tiny arms struggle to reach the soap. She calls out for Minami, and he gently hands it to her. That night, Minami prepares a tiny bed for her, folded towels for a mattress, a handkerchief for a blanket, and a neatly folded cloth as her pillow. Shiomi is touched. She loves it. Minami sits down to study, but soon, Shiomi drifts off to sleep on his desk. Moments later, he too falls asleep beside her, and that's where episode 1 ends.